Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. We do everything every time on Monday. So our previous analysis was, well, at least market has completed very accurately. It would be nice if every time it happens in this manner, but unfortunately it is not. But anyway, the hand shoulders, the triple to sell pattern that we have discussed in our last video update has been reached and formed perfectly, just perfectly. Market turning points totally agrees with the pattern that we have specified. Right now, the minimum target of this godless triple to sell has been completed, and now we need to take a look what to expect next. So first of all, as usual, on the longer time frames. So here is on the monthly chart, on the weekly, we do not have any clear patterns yet. So if you remember, on the monthly chart, we're still watching for volatility breakout pattern, but it's too few time has spent since then it started, and it's not clear yet whether it has started at all, because this minor pullback that has happened just within a couple of weeks is not enough to tell that market stands in the major pullback that we expected should be somewhere in an area of the 17, 20 even. So it should be deep retracement somewhere to the 50% around 618 after volatility breakout. But it's too small pullback to say that this is definitely stands so. Market needs a few months probably to tell us that indeed we are standing with the major retracement. So that's why currently we can't make the conclusion here that's already stands in progress. On the weekly chart, approximately the same story. Since here we have the good frosting action, but take a look by the end of the week, although it was a significant drop right with a 30% support area, but market returns have been up and closed near the top of the week. And that's why here we also haven't got yet any patterns. Neither Jordan Napoli brand button nor something else, so just actually market clearing around the previous area. So here we also need to wait a bit more and see. But on the intraday charts, on the daily chart, there is something to discuss. So first of all, on the daily chart, we need to pay attention to overall price action that we have. Currently, overall price action looks more bullish rather than bearish. Why? First of all, in the first collapse, and it has happened, we see significant upward pullback. That's not really typical for bearish market, and so something really drastic change happens on the market sentiment that it triggers significant drop. And my thing, I thought that it might be the same reason as on other markets. So it was just a big jump, approximately for the 30% rising of the interest rates in the United States. So since the institutional investors are just entering the cryptocurrencies, and they stands under impact of the classical approach to the markets, and well, they treat the Bitcoin as other markets, so it's classical balancement between the markets. So if interest rates in the United States dollar rising, it makes more attractive United States dollar itself because it provides greater return rate, and that presses on other currencies, other assets as well. So that's the reason why we've got here the collapse. Collapse stands not only on Bitcoin but also on the gold market, on the euro currency, and so on. But later, you can see it was sharp rebound up, and market returns that pick up here shows deep retracement, very deep. So it doesn't agree with the idea that something has been broken on the Bitcoin market. Mostly reminds some technical pause in upward action or something of that sort. And take a look, in general, markets taking the shape of the triangle. That's potentially bullish. This is the first moment. Second moment, we've got the grabber, guys. This collapse on the daily chart, we have the pattern that's still valid, and it's just taken out of this top. Whether it will be a strong upward breakout and for the upward continuation, it will be just minor wash and rinse of these tops, and market could start dropping. But it suggests the taking out of the top. This pattern will be valid until market holds these lows. And this clarifies everything for us. So our trading plan suggests that while market keep well at this pattern, we do not consider taking the short position, at least on the daily chart. And conversely, we are searching chance to go long, but we would like to do this as close to the lows as possible, just to minimize the risk. That's our major task here. And here's what we could consider on the fall time frame chart. So take a look. Here was our hand and shoulders, and that's leads market right back up. ABCD pattern, got as cheap to sell, and that we have discussed in the previous video, and drop at least for the 30%. It's completed the ABCD minimal target. Right now, what we have on the table, the grabber, the importance of these lows, this recent collapse, and take a look here. You could recognize the clear ABCD shape of the upper direction. It makes me think that here we could get another minor garbage triple to sell, which is the retracement of this leg, and then we could get the downside extension. So that's why this ABCD pattern could complete two tasks for us. First of all, it put price closer to the bottom, minimize the risk for us. For taking a look, for example, if we consider taking a long position here, we have to place stops just below these lows. Second, by this drop, we could get godless bullish patterns. It could be godless triple to buy. And its extension right back up above the 42 area that challenged the previous top. So this is, you can see, compound trading plan. Probably not hardly it will be realized as it is drawn on the chart, but in common sense, you could see what in common things you could see what we actually watching for. So currently, as you can see, ABC retracement, then some extension. Maybe it will be small retracement. Maybe it's not be AB equal city, but just back to these lows, somewhere around 42, not 32. 34 and not 32. Back to these lows, it will be just COP target has been reached. But anyway, that could be some downward action that could give you better chance to take the long position. And then we expect an extension because of the reasons that we discussed on the daily chart. So context stands bullish, we think, and once market will finish with this consolidation retracement, it should show another attempt to challenge the previous step. I'm not sure that definitely will be straightforward breakout. Maybe it will be just wash and rinse here around the top. But potentially, guys, as usually, when the market starts to form the triangle, it gives chance, for example, for the butterfly. So it could be, as you can see, large butterfly if market will not stop just above the 42 and proceed higher. Because if we already have mentioned on the monthly chart, we have also 47 target. And with this pullback that we have, potentially, it could be some kind of the 1618 extension, 62, well, difficult to catch it correctly, but anyway, 45, so 1618, maybe it will be 46. So it's very close to the 47 target. That's actually is approximate target because it stands on the monthly chart. So why not? That's really could happen. But currently here we're considering a conservative tactic. Conservative target. The market will complete just ABCD pattern. Whether it's an alien extension will follow, we will see. But minimum target of the stop stands around 42, slightly above it. So that's what we intend to keep an eye on Bitcoin market in the coming week.